Welcome back, my friends. I'm going to start making YouTube videos again. This video's topic is, of course, to not use your left hand. Do not use your left hand. I became aware of this thanks to Yogi Bishwanath, the master, the guru that I live with currently here in the New Zealand ashram. By the way, I'm in New Zealand. You can see the mountains behind me, and I'm in this yoga studio or ashram. You're free to visit here, come stay here. We have lots of space, lots of room. Come camp here and benefit yourself spiritually. So once it was that we were sitting in this room that has that one. And we light a fire and we cook our food. And usually Yogi Bishwanath lights the fire and he does various offerings and things like this to get the energy to rise up. And it's very beautiful and blissful to see that. And something happened, a little stick fell out of the fire. And I picked up the stick with my left hand and I threw it in the fire with my left hand. I didn't think of it, nothing, there wasn't any intention. It was just, oh, okay, the stick, let me throw it in the fire. And his reaction was not so subtle. He's like, oh, okay, don't use your hand, don't do this. He kind of laughed a little bit nervously. This is not the path to do this. This is not the way to do this. And it irked me a little bit. It was very bothersome. It's like, what do you mean? Come on, there was no intention, there's no nothing. And then as the day continued going, I started realizing, oh wow, it's huge. And I realized that I use my left hand so often, and for things that really shouldn't be used my left hand with. So let me continue talking here. Let me expand. So what's the big deal? Why is it a problem? Why am I making this video with a left hand? Well, my friends, if you're left-handed, first of all, let's talk to people that are left-handed. It's very, very wrong for you to use your left hand for things that normal people use their right hand. Because left-handed people are a very small percentage of the population. And in the olden days, they were considered like, oh, these people are touched by the dark forces or something else. Confused. That's not an accurate statement. Yet, I'll explain to you the science behind why you shouldn't use your left hand. Like, for example, right now I'm talking with my left hand. I'm going to switch over to my right hand, and you'll see how what difference it makes. Let me just adjust my robe here, and you will understand. Shiva, Shambho. So the reason why you shouldn't use your left hand is because the left hand absorbs everything. It's an absorbent energy. So you see the tone of my voice change simply because now I'm engaged more with my masculine energy. So if you use your left hand, like let's say for example, coming back to this analogy of when I was lighting the fire and I took my left hand and I threw the stick with my left hand, you have to understand that anything you touch with the left hand, any time that the left side of the body is the receptive side. It's the input. Everything comes in. And the right side is the output. It's things that are going out. So it's not conducive for me to use my left hand towards throwing something in the fire. Whatever intention I have, it's gonna be wrong. Or there's in occult and mysticism, there's something called there's a left hand path and the right hand path. Left hand path is like evil and demonic and things that in that nature, and the right hand path is more angelic and kind and compassionate and loving and towards nature. So this is an actual physical representation of what's happening and how the body is structured, because the left side of the body is again receiving, is receptive. So if you do things, especially things that have a high energy, and you use your left hand towards those things, which ultimately your right hand should be used. For example, if you're right-handed, naturally if something is heavy, you're going to pick it up with the right hand. It's not normal or natural to pick things up with the left hand, because the left hand is closely connected to your heart, the organ of the heart. And if you put excess strength and tension on your left side of the body, if you pick heavy things up with your left hand, you're going to damage your heart, or at the very least, you're going to put unnecessary tension on your heart, and you're going to feel the effects. And I have been feeling the effects now. Why? Because my living circumstances, the way that they were arranged, I was living more with feminine type of energy. And so naturally, I learned to use my left hand virtually for everything. Not for everything. Of course, I'm dominantly right-handed. I do whatever I need to do with my right hand. I drive with my right hand. If I want to throw something, I use my right hand. If I cook or I eat, I use my right hand. But subtle things, I wasn't aware of this. Like even just opening the door, naturally my left hand was being used. It's completely wrong, completely wrong. And I understood how much it hurt me, and still hurts. Like, I'm still readjusting. It's been 2 days since this happened. Yogi pointed this out to me. And I'm using my right hand more consciously. Even for now, even recording this video, you know, my natural tendency was to put it over my left hand and use my left hand to start this video. It's wrong thing to do. Because the left hand is not to give out energy, it's to receive. So there's a kind of, I'm not really fully understanding the actual science behind this, but I'm giving you insight as to how I see it. And I will deeply understand this. Is just, you know, 2 days worth of examining or investigating this. So people that are left-handed are of a certain kind in nature. If you know some people that are left-handed, they're a particular type of energy. And oftentimes it's not really conducive for them. Why? Because when the left hand is used for everything, they absorb everything. Gotta learn how to adjust my robe here, or make it so it's not continuously falling off. So when the left hand is being used for everything, it's not going to be pleasant for you. And also, I noticed that for myself, I am putting unnecessary tension on my heart, and it hurts my heart. And now I'm readjusting this, rebalancing this, and I feel so much better, so much clearer. And I'm using my right hand's right energy now more, my masculine energy. And this is the right way of doing it. Why? Because the right hand goes out, the energy, the masculine energy pushes out. And naturally, I'm a man, so it fits that way also. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, this is just the right way of doing it. It's the right way, okay? Right side, right way, and the wrong side is the wrong way. We don't say left side is the wrong way, but that's it. It's the wrong way, okay? So left side of the body is good for certain things, yet not good to use it or to abuse it. So I would say generally, even if you're left-handed naturally, better to use your right side of the body, your right foot, your right arm, for basically 80% of the things that you do, and 20% with your left hand, or the feminine side. So the feminine side is like a supportive, it's a support. So if you're eating something and you want to hold the bowl, it's wrong to hold the bowl with your right hand and eat with your left hand, completely wrong. Hold the bowl with your left hand and eat with your right hand. That's it, very simple. So do things more with your right hand, ladies and gentlemen. Become aware of this, okay? I'm sure some of you are doing this, especially if you lacking the masculine energy inside of yourself. You're naturally going to see that your tendency is not towards your right hand or right side of the body. It's toward the left side, or vice versa, okay? So balance needs to be gained. Balance needs to be had here. So do physical and do most things with your right hand.